Hello everybody! So it is week 18 over at the house and we have finally made some pretty big progress. So we just wanted to give you a little walk around and then we can go through what we're going to try and get done today as well. Oh, do you know what my most favourite thing that's happened is?
What?
Can you take that? It's our new window seat. So this is what you may remember me talking about a few weeks ago, where we've lowered the sill, and on the inside, I can't really show you because we boarded it up, we're going to have a window seat. Alright, so earlier in the week we had Mike from what's the window company called? Timber Windows Direct, I think is what it's called, or Timber Products Direct. He did notice one thing, that here at the bottom we are missing a sill. So we have asked our builder to get that sorted. You can kind of see higher up there that we used to have one, and it was just a wooden, no it wasn't wooden, it was a stone sill. I don't know if you can tell I had Pims already today. We've just been down at our local fair, so I'm a little bit bamboozled. What else have we had done, Milo? Do you want to talk them through the really exciting thing that's happened?
We finally have underfloor heating. Woo! It doesn't work yet because we don't actually have our heat pumps yet, but the pipes are down and they're full of water, so they could technically currently work. But it is amazing to see because it's everywhere. And also the whole place is clear for the first time. There's not just like tools everywhere and scaffolding bits and planks of wood. So we can kind of actually feel what the place is going to be like. So our living room, here it all is. It's perfectly evenly distributed. Looks fantastic. The hallway is going to be really hot. One day this or there is going to be a dog's favourite spot because all of the pipes are going off to various rooms and doing all their various things. And they come back in here and they go underneath the stairs into the manifold. So they kind of all have to accumulate back here. In the winter, when all of the rooms are being heated, this area of the hallway is going to be like smoking hot. So a dog is going to love that bit.
Want to show you the manifold?
Yeah, I'll show you the manifold. Follow me. The manifold is under the stairs, which you get into through the utility room down under here. Oh. So, in here...
Have you been in there yet?
I have not been in here yet.
Go on then. Do you want me to go in?
No, I'll go in, that's alright. I'm going to have to go in at some point in my life.
Miles is a little bit claustrophobic.
Just a smidge. Let me get a light out. Right, in here is... I'm claustrophobic, but also just a bit large. This is the manifold. So this is where... where you'll do all the twizzling of various different knobs. Only when it needs maintenance. I'm wondering whether or not I could have a little wine cellar under here as well. Have a little...
It'll get hot though, won't it?
Nah, well, it doesn't really matter. Like, well, we'll see. Here I am, under the stairs. Gonna have to clamber back out now. I am many things. Elegant is not one of them. Yeah, fuck having a wine cellar down here. It's this difficult to get in and out. Ta-da! Jesus.
Well, so yeah, as Miles very gracefully showed us, we have the manifold under the stairs, which is a really good use for that space. We thought it would be quite little under there, and it's just enormous, so that's fun. We'll have little doors on that front as well. And then we're going to have our utility room along here, which we spoke about a week or two ago. Thank you so much for all of your comments about what sink to get, by the way. We're going to get a big singular sink in here and no draining boards, so then we have as maximum surface space as we can get. Oh yeah, and we're not going to stack the washer dryer anymore. It's going to be under the cabinets, so that's nice. Anyway, I wanted to show you was all of the plumbing that's happened, because I can take you upstairs and show you more of it. So you can see this is our outdoor tap, which is our favourite thing, which has got a stopcock on it as well. I think these are the hot and colds for the utility, and then this stuff here and over here are all the pipes for the, what are they for? For the heat pump and for the tank and all that crap. But let me show you the outdoor tap, which I am so excited about. We were over here doing something very exciting the other day, and I spotted this, and I'll insert a picture now of how excited I was, and this was a genuine reaction, but look at this. Oh my god. No drain yet, but that's fine. We have a tap, and I'm so excited about it.
With a hose with a gun.
Yeah, another thing I haven't actually showed you is the outside over here. So I'm pretty sure this happened this week, but they knocked down the conservatory base. So we did have steps here and like little walls here, And I'll put in a clip of what it was originally. We've still got those crystal windows if anyone wants them, but this will now be our patio. We're going to tart it up a bit, and our plan is to build some steps down from here. And we're going to do that later in the vlog, so we'll show you that in a minute. But our original, yeah, we've got a couple of bricks, so we can use those up. Our original plan was that we were going to have a big old raised patio all the way over here, and it was going to cost approximately £10 million. So we decided not to do that this time round. So instead, we are just going to have some steps down from the kitchen doors that will be here. This is actually the size of the kitchen doors now. So they'll be pretty enormous. We're going to have 4 panels, 2 doors in the middle, glazing inside, which will be chef's kiss. And yeah, probably 2 steps down, and then we'll use this as a patio. Maybe extend it a little bit further out so we have a bit more hard ground. But otherwise, like, this will work, I think. Right, so the plan of action for these stairs is we're going to use the bricks that you can't see that are behind the camera to mock up this staircase, just so we can have an idea of what it would look like and whether we want to make it so it's got a bigger platform against the wall or whether it goes straight into steps. So let's figure that all out.
Let's start with estimating how many high we'll need.
If anyone has an experience of this at all, please do let us know. We have literally not got a clue. My dad is coming over in a couple of weeks' time, and I think this might be where we put you to work, Dad, so we'll see. It's not something that any of us have any experience on, so it may also be something that we give up on and get someone else to do, but at least if we can work out the best plan of action, that's helpful, isn't it?
Yeah, we should ask Keenan.
Keenan doesn't know bricklaying either. Okay. We have a mate who works at a country park and does all of the groundskeeping, but he was like, oh no, when we asked him about the patio. He might be able to do this though. This is a smaller job. We'll see. So we've got, these are all imperial bricks, so they're bigger than normal bricks, but there's 6 of them there by 2.5, 4 of them there, and then a half, and then 2 of them and a half. That's probably our focus, but that should give you an idea. And obviously it will be a little bit higher because all of the mortar, but the bottom of that wood line is where the door will be. Something else that's happened, which I don't know if we're going to be able to show that well, is that they've painted the side of the house, which was quite a big deal. Can you see it? Well, they're taking the scaffolding down on Wednesday, so it might have to be one for next week that we can show you next week, but all of it was falling down because of the leak in the bathroom. So what we've done, because we can't afford to render the house right now, is we've knocked it all off and just painted it white, which makes it much nicer for our neighbours because it's their wall. Well, it's not their wall, it's our wall, but it's in their garden, so we've done that. Let's have a look inside and see if there's anything else that's happened. Oh, I can show you the bathroom stuff upstairs.
It's also, by the way, there's the layout of the kitchen.
Oh yeah, you can see the layout of the kitchen now. So another really exciting thing is that because of the underfloor heating, they had to spray out where the kitchen was going. And this is it. So you can see, it's a shame it's in red really because it matches the pipes, but I'm sure you can probably see it. There's a square here for the island, and then the runner cabinets down there. This is where the sink's going. So you can kind of get an idea that we'll have, what will we have? We'll have 600ml pantry, 910 fridge, 600ml oven, microwave stack thing, and then it goes down to a lower level cabinet with a sink in it. Let's go upstairs. It's very exciting now that things are actually happening. It's been very slow progress, but I think now we're going to struggle to keep up with what's happened, to be honest. Very, very excitingly, which might not seem that exciting to other people, but we now have pipes that come in from the loft. So they don't actually go anywhere currently, but these will be our sink taps in the family bathroom, which is amazing. And then here, I think is the drainage for the bath, I'm assuming. I'm not actually totally sure on that one, but I think that's the case. And then we have the soil pipes all here. And then we have a soil pipe in there, which I think was there last week. Oh yeah, in here, let's show you these pipes. So these weren't finished last week. These are the ones from the utility room coming up. So he's put these through the roof. And then, as we said last week, I'm going to put a false wall in front of here to cover it all up. We were thinking of maybe making a chunkier false wall, and then we could have more storage in the middle, because I was just going to make it like as skinny to these as possible, but it's quite a long, thin room, so we could cut more into it. What do you reckon?
Quick update on our bedroom. So we have this false ceiling here that was put in a long time ago, and we want it removed so that we can have the curtains above the windows, and then you don't have the runners and they don't have to sit in front of it. They can go completely back into the corners. So what we want to do is, where we've got these pillars where they've added on the extension, we basically just want to have that all the way along, because we can't not have it, it would seem. So we've opened it up, and there is a steel in there, which we expected. So then we'll have this sort of line along here cutting the room off, which is maybe what the last owners didn't want. So we want to cut back up here and then have that room. We've opened it up. There's a lot of sort of wood and stuff in there, which I'm hoping that we can remove and isn't actually supporting it. TBC, watch this space. And then the only other stuff that happened in here is they've been taking up these floorboards because the radiators are going in. So these arrows are where the pipes, the in and out pipes of the radiator are going to be. So this is the one in the master bedroom, and they're doing them elsewhere upstairs.
So quick little bit about the radiators, which if some of you have watched for a while, you will have heard me talking about this, but we are actually working with the Beaumont Cast Iron Radiator Company, the lovely Ellie, who is I think she's the owner. She's definitely the granddaughter of the original owners, so I'm not sure what the hierarchy is there, but she has given me a discount on our cast iron radiators, and hopefully they'll be here in a couple of weeks' time. So in here, we're going to have a blue one. Somewhere else, we're having another blue one of a different shade, and then we're having a yellow one, a green one, and a burgundy one, which I'm really excited about. So the one in here will be pretty massive, the biggest one's in here. 2 in that room, 1 in the back rooms, and then 1 in our tiny little room over there. So very, very excited about that. I think it will add a real nice pop of colour into these places, and it's going to look a bit bizarre when everything around it is kind of a mess. So I'm guessing that we need to not install them until we've decorated each room, which will be interesting. But at least we've got the underfloor heating downstairs for that in the meantime. I don't know. We're quite worried about walking over all of these hot water pipes, but next week they're screening them, so...
And he said we could. So.
He said we could walk on them, but I'm still a bit wary because they're full of water now. Yeah. Right, that's the end for this week. Everything is really picking up now, so please subscribe if you enjoyed. Otherwise, hope you have a great week, and...
Like, comment, subscribe, ding the bell. See you next week.